Hey, welcome and thanks for coming. Today we're doing a training session for preventing muscle loss. If you've heard of sarcopenia, it's referred to as age-related muscle loss, but can be at any age truly. So we're doing a number of exercises, full body strength training. You'll need some light weights with a high rep count, but always good form. We're going to start out with like a deadlift or a hip hinge pattern with a weight. I would suggest the stance, feet slightly out to the sides. We're going to do 30 repetitions, 2 sets. As you're doing the hip hinge, just be sure that you initiate with the hips coming back. You should not feel pressure in the kneecaps. Brace your abs and core so that you protect the spine and the hips hinge correctly. Okay, both hands are holding on. Keep the shoulder blades slightly together, pull the chin back a little. Should feel your glutes engaged. Brace your abs, lower mid back. Hip hinge. Engage your glutes to stand at the top. Every rep. Squeeze your buttocks together. Your lower back should not be shifting as you're doing this. If you feel pressure into the knees, make sure you're initiating with the hips. If you just bend the knees first, then you'll be using too much of the quads, the front of the legs. I like to really brace the lower mid back, brace the abs. So you've got a good protective foundation, holding your spine in line. And recover. Rest for just a moment. Now, the rest period is not more than 10 to 20 seconds, so that it's continuous and that will maximize your strength building. Here we'll do back view. Shoulder blades are slightly together, chin tucked. Second set, we're only going to do 2 sets of 30. The entire training session will take maybe 20 minutes. And the purpose is to build up our basic strength, alignment, working our body evenly in all directions to prepare us for our golfing, tennis, canoeing, walking, hiking, soccer, basketball, you name it. Might be a day when you can't get out and about. So you've got a few minutes at home. And you can build up your body. Bones, muscles, blood flow. Last one. Perfect. Okay, now we'll put this right down for a moment. Next, you'd like to have 2 dumbbells. We're doing 2 sets of 20 repetitions of a chest press. Ideally, you'll have 2 weights. I would even use cans of soup if you don't have dumbbells. And the weight should be always such that you can do the exercises with good form, but you do get fatigued. You need to be able to build up your muscles, the strength of your tissues. You need to work hard enough to stimulate growth and repair, but not such that you over fatigue and get hurt, right? Obviously. Okay, so we're doing 2 arms. Chest press, right leg straight, left leg bent. Shoulder blades slightly together down, hold the upper back stable. The hand should be a 45-degree angle. We're doing 20 this side. Keep shoulders back to the floor. You should be engaging your abs for sure. Keep the chin down, don't let your head tip back. And rest. So again, it's like a 10 or 20 second rest in between sets, not more, so that you can keep building the muscles. If you rest too long, then you've had too much time to recover. We want to build, not just use what we already have. Second set, left leg straight this time, shoulders down from the ears a little, shoulder blades slightly together down, elbows to floor, 45-degree angle. And recover. Now to put the weights down, you don't want to strain your neck. So I would put them either on your stomach and roll them off, or if you can brace your abs and roll up, that's okay too. But be sure you don't let your neck get pulled forward when you do that one. Okay, now we'll stand up again. This time, whatever you've been using for the chest press, I would use a lighter weight if you have it. If not, you can use whatever you've been currently using for the chest press. But you want to be sure that you don't let yourself roll the shoulders forward. So here we're doing a kind of a pulling action. It's much like if you were a sprinter, a world-class sprinter, just this kind of action with the arms as if you were running. Put the weights down and just do this a couple times. Notice how your abs are engaged. Don't roll your arm back like that. Just keep the elbow bent. And don't try to lift the elbow too high. Only such that you feel comfortable. You want to strengthen the rotator cuff, strengthen your abs. So it should be all from the shoulder blades. Are you ready? Here we go. Engage the glutes, stand tall. You should really be feeling your abs engaging. Keep the elbows bent at the back. And you'll notice, like when you stabilize your legs, the knees should be slightly bent, never locked out, right? Toes are pressing down. So now you're applying these forces, and with the weight, it's extra load. So your knees will strengthen their alignment. So they hold position better when you're running around the basketball court or running around your home. Recover. Okay, just rest for a moment, weights down, not too long. And second set, now if you want to, the second set I like to do a little bit of a hip hinge. Same concept, slightly bend the knees, hips back, and go. Keep the chin tucked in. Moving from the shoulder blades. Notice how the opposite glute engages to the forward arm. So you're working the diagonal vectors. Hip to opposite shoulder. Okay, good. Next exercise is single leg stand. So that was upper body, you can take forward. Next thing we want to do is make sure we're good on one leg. This I like to use a bit of heavier weight. So this one's a 25-pound, but whatever you have is fine. You'll only need one weight. We're going to start right hand with the weight. This is single leg hip hinge. So just slight hip hinge back, engage the glutes and stand. Right hand has the weight. Let's try it this way. Make sure, just rest right there. Make sure the hips stay square. You don't want to tip the pelvis. So when the leg goes back, your hips should be facing down like this. Don't let your hips shift side to side. Okay, here we work your balance. Now everyone get ready first. Set up, stand up. Brace your abs, brace the lower mid back. Right hand with the weight, right leg up. Rest. Okay, so this is single leg stance. You should be feeling the glutes of the supportive leg. The working leg is the one on the floor. Right foot on the floor, spread your toes. Left hand with the weight. Right side, bend the knee a little bit, push the hip back. Keep the chin tucked. Hips stay square to the floor. You should definitely be feeling your muscles fatigue when we go through this. As I said, the purpose is to build up your muscle tone, growth and repair of our tissues, just like lifting heavy weights, but you don't need to lift heavy weights. Okay, next one is reverse lunges. For the training effect, we want more blood flow, as if you were running around your tennis court. So now lunges, it's basically step back, step forward with a band if you have one, or hold on to a chair. So here, the band should be quite tight. You don't want it loose, you want actual tension in the band. You start with like this, the arm by the side. We're going to start right arm holding, step back, engage the arm, front leg, engage the glute, and pull to stand. Fundamentally, this is mostly strengthening the front leg glute muscles, the buttock muscles. Right arm pull by the side. Spread your toes. We're doing 15 reps, both sides twice. Right leg back. Keep the hips again square forward. Check that the back foot, the toes are flexed, so your toes should be bent. Toes pointing forward. You don't have to go low. You can just do a simple step back, switch hands, left hand, right foot, spread your toes, pull your left arm back by your side, left leg back, release the arm, right leg glutes, and up you go. Make sure here the right knee stays centered. Be careful of the knee shifting in. The left foot, the foot is flexed and toes forward at the back. Be careful of out-toeing the back foot. Shouldn't feel pressure in the kneecap. If you do, keep the knee back a little more and focus more on using your glutes. Recover. You should be breathing a little heavy now. You're getting good blood flow. Right hand again, one more set, both sides. Rest if you need to, but if you can keep going, that would be best. Now your foot, this left foot here, make sure your toes are pressing into the floor. The heel is pressing into the floor. Keep the arch up. Keep the right side shoulder down from the ear, pull from the shoulder blade. Don't rush. Just do what feels comfortable. Switch sides, left hand. Right foot, spread the toes. Left elbow by the side, shoulder down a bit. Left leg back. Keep the hips centered. Be careful of shifting to the right. Good. You should feel this mostly in your right glutes, not so much in the thigh. You get it a little bit in your thigh, right at the top of your leg, okay? But never pressure into the kneecap. Okay, next. Diagonal lift. Here, a light weight. So now this one I'm using 15. We're doing 15 reps both sides. Feet are pointing forward, knees a little bent, not big squat, not at all, just make sure they're not locked backwards. Diagonal lift, so it's like you're swinging your tennis racket to the side. We're going, let's go. Right hip, left shoulder. Don't let your body twist. So your body is absolutely stable and centered. The shoulder girdle, think thoracic spine rotation. That means the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are working together. Your core and glutes are supporting. And the torquing, you feel the knee, right? So don't let your knee twist. You're strengthening the muscles to hold your knee in place. When you're getting out of your car, rest. Other direction, left hip over right shoulder. You don't have to lift high, you can just bring it up in front of the shoulder, that's fine too. Whatever feels comfortable. Keep the shoulders down from the ears. Brace the lower mid back, brace your abs. Should be noticing left glutes will engage prior to the lift. Perfect. Use your abs, don't pull off your back. Abs and glutes. But brace the lower mid back area so that you don't twist the spine. Last one. Good, so that was lifting diagonal. Now we want to pull diagonally. Just think about a golf game, you pull up and you pull down, same thing here. Here, if you have a band, that would be great. It should be really loose. If you do not have a band, just like this, pull your arms through it. This time, knees slightly flexed, hips slightly back. This is going to be our set position. High left, low right. Left hand is underhand, right hand overhand. Just 15 reps. Now, when you initiate the pull, you should feel first left glutes, then right shoulder blade pull. Left glutes, right shoulder blade pull. Elbows and wrists straight, no twisting elbows. That's better. Okay, good. Other side. Right hand underhand, left hand overhand. Make sure you've got just enough tension so you don't feel like you have to twist. Knees a little flexed, hips slightly back, knees a little slightly flexed. And keep square forward, don't twist your rib cage. Wrists straight, shoulders down. And breathe. Keep the elbows straight again. Use the right glutes here, you should be feeling. Last one. And thank you. Have fun. Now we're prepared and you feel like you've had a good workout for the rest of the day. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. My name is Uttara. Please let me know if you have any questions. Bye now.